I've talked about this in the past, but I'll try my best to describe what a miscut is in Wizard of the Coast terms. When you see a card like this Dratini, this is known as a miscut, and that is because the entire top edge has been cut off. Even if it starts to show the next card, like with this computer error, that is still a full miscut. It's a little more of a major miscut because it's showing the next card, but it is still a miscut. When you have a card like this Vileplume, where you're able to see the top edge still, this is known as an off-center card, or OC. This is more of a majorly off-center card just because there's a very small border at the top. We can compare this to a card like this Pikachu here, where it is less major, but it is still considered off-center. A card is off-center when you can tell that there is a significant difference in border width, either on the sides, top and bottom, or a little bit of a twist going on. Some people think that in order for a card to be considered off-center or miscut, it needs to be showing an alignment dot, which is this right here in the corner. While alignment dots do help show how shifted in one or two directions a card is, it is not a good test to see if a card is off-center or miscut. This is because certain sheets may not have alignment dots, and so that's not something that you can go off of. Out of all of these cards, even though super technically this is the only one considered a true miscut, they all can be considered miscuts because miscut is used as a broad term to describe not only true miscuts, but cards that are off-center or other strange cuts. Another good question is, where is the cutoff between a card that is off-center and a card with terrible centering? Technically, what I like to go by is how visually appealing the card is, and how shifted is it just to the naked eye. If you're able to tell, like, wow, that card is really weird, that card is definitely shifted off-center, and not just by a little smidgen, not just by a little hair, but actually visually shifted, that is what is considered off-center. Thanks for stopping by. Tune in next time for some more Pokemon content.